I return from my Christmas-related break from videos. There will be less videos from now on, for my health's sake, so I don't feel too sleepy all the time. But I digress. What time is it? I knows. I knows. Every time. I think we're acquaintances at this point. Darn. 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 Hello? I know what time it is. Sad. Nope. I live with 3 other people, and I'm dating all 3 of them. Goodbye, bye. No time to waste. No time to waste. Stanley Ryder's adventures continue. Come on, Ryder. Skip. Wow. Time to go fast. I know where I'm going.
All of his co-workers were gone.
It's all so
what
familiar.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Still not showing yourself yet, huh? Catch you one of these days. But maybe not today. We're so close.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wow.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No way, man.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do I know how to do this properly? Can I get here yet? Can I even get here yet? Or is that, like, later? Guess it would have to be later, because I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get up here. Well... I mean, I can get on these, but it kind of serves no purpose. Getting on these, no purpose. Oh. Well. I'll come back for this ending in the future.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Check this out.
Someone you've forgotten. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have 0 consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Maybe.
Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
Okay.
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Well, a new adventure awaits. This away. Truly. Pole. 2B1. To B3. Upper offices. No buckets! This doesn't worry me yet. But in the future it will.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Today, I'll follow you, brother.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
You're so
the problem
red.
is
Holy
all these
shit.
choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Nothing door.
I wanted to
Door got
stop.
brighter.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Okay.
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Well, I'm guessing. Yeah, it just loops back. Well, I'll take the other one. Hello? It's dark in here. Oh.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I like the lines.
Here.
Whoa.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Wow. Wow. Whoa. Wow. New buddies everywhere. I gotta go.
No, wait. Where are you going?
What's this?
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Whoa. What happens? There's stairs.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Whoa.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I'll be a good person today. You got it, boss. You got it, boss.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
You got it, boss. I'll enjoy the light show just for a bit. Whoa. Red. Green. How close can I get to these? I guess it doesn't really change anything. I guess I should go back to the central position. Wow. 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 Is this the Zending? Well, I know what the ending part of it is, but is this whole route the Zending route? I'm remembering from the museum. It's got me wondering. Got me thinking. You got any other colors for me? Are we done? How about some purples? I get some purple. No? Well, I'll let the narrator and Stanley have an happy ending for this one. I'm not gonna make Stanley kill himself. Fuck that. It's only funnier when it's in the crate section, because they're both on the bit. Then this one feels too cruel. You get to live today, Stanley. Begin the game again. Begin the game. Again. Well.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's nice having the power in your hands to stop it. Like the apartment one. I don't want Stanley to have a bad time forever, and that one's too bad.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
To change his fate. And doing it in video form.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. Wow. This room.
We got places to be.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No way, man.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I get on this thing now.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
I know it has 2 versions.
Someone you've forgotten about.
Whoa.
Please, stop. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have 0 consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Right.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Sorry, I was coughing, I couldn't hear that. Stanley walked through the blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Can't go back. Bread door. Bread door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Bread door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Okay, boss.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Find my way to go
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I'd written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Well, let's do the third option.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Fuck yes, sir.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
I don't know.
How did I know the game needed a third door?
Because you're smart.
Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
Understandable.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Where does that go? What? Hey. Good old Neil. Doors. Doors. Steps. Endings. Doors. Close. Something. Hey, Ryder, you're doing great, man. You made it into the ranking, man. Great job, man. So proud of you.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
You got it, boss. I had a great time.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain?
Let's do it.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
I don't know.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Apologies. As soon as I look away from this, performance is gonna tank. Will it tank for the other ones? I don't know. There's nothing I can do. Also, in no world am I doing that full 4-hour art ending. Sorry, that's someone else. Okay, it's time to face the terrible performance of the computer. Whoa. Slideshow view. Could be worse. Oh, we got that thing. What does that say? May 1983? That's my guess. Plants. Space puffs. And some beans. And some tuna. And a book. And all these things. Well, might as well get outside where the performance is even worse, probably. Wrong way.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
It's a good shot. Too bad the performance is shitting itself. I could see. Crystal clear. Perfect. Awesome, smooth, fun times on my end. And then I look to the video on the right and I see, oh god. And then I look at the FPS and I say, oh god.
It is. It's an open world game.
Let's go.
Good God, quickly, block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
Oh, that improved my performance.
You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
I gotta go get it.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Time to run to the ball and slideshow view. I'm running. Oh my god, am I running? Holy shit. I'm zooming. Ugh. I don't know which goal I'm aiming for.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
I want to get the
Stanley,
other one.
I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Oh, get in there. Ball.
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
Performance is gonna tank. Or not. It's only crappy.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Hold on. What are you doing?
I went too early. Oh well. What's the last one? I forget what the last one is. Oh.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. We still have so much.
Oh yeah, this is like from the trailer thing. At least performance is normal again. Too dark that way. Whoop! Do I fall back in here? Oh ho ho, retro, I see. We're getting retro with it. Hello, beautiful. You can go this way. Hey, look, see? It's two choices, and then we go this way. Oh, I'm onto something. Computers. I'm so fucking smart. Hello, beautiful. Can't do anything here. Oh well. Look. I mean, the darkness.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
Yeah, I'm happy.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
I keep getting an ad for a old lady with a sword.
That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's
Mr. Narrator, what is this ad of the old lady with a sword mean?
After it all comes to a close, then
I need answers, Mr. Narrator.
The end will be here soon. very soon.
Mr. Narrator, I'm still
I
walking.
can wait.
Mr. Narrator, what does this ad with an old lady with an old sword mean? Guess we'll never find out. Someday. Any day. Today's the day. Computer. Well, it was only like
All of his
two endings.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, not yet. Wait. No, I know what endings I want to get to now. Hold on. I know what to do. Right here?
No matter how hard Stanley looked,
Oh.
he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
There we go. I just need to... Yep. Visit here a second time in a bit. Hello.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the
Still
game's
wintertime
design
in here.
all along. He then praised the game for its insightful
Wow.
and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure
we'll have the void.
and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Maybe.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Well, for this first time around.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would
I don't
I
know.
have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
Wow.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option.
Wow.
Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not.
Wow.
In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
What do I do? Does this one have an endpoint? Well, I decide endpoint. I crack my knuckles.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
One more time.
At first, Stanley
5.
assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So,
Wow.
now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
I'm getting deja
Why don't
vu.
we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What
Me
do you
too.
think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yep.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want.
I
like
did.
right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any
Wow.
of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate.
Wow.
I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Oh, this is cozy.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
Well,
But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton.
there's something happening
He
outside
did
and I don't
all
want to hear
day
it.
in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible.
Well,
And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
the bit has ended. And another bit begins.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing
Can I
will
climb
break
myself
me.
in here? Whoa.
In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited.
Take a chair.
Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
Isn't there?
Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
Loves to push you out of this.
Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer.
Hold on, I gotta break into
Here it comes.
Here it comes. I think I got stuck inside. Well, if I do my little research, and I put my funny little paws on a funny little safety chart, I look so carefully, and what I see is that I should try something one last time just to be safe.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna catch you one of these days. This will be next video. Not now. Next video. But I need to test something.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wow.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
Wow.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Can I? Whoa. Is there any way? Can I, like, force it to climb up? Maybe? What about these? Not really anything here that would allow me to get up here. Whoa! Careful now. No, I wouldn't be able to make it from there. I'm thinking. This whole idea is getting... Climb. Climb at my own risk. climb. How? There's nothing I can really use at the moment to get up here. Sure as hell can't jump. Not yet, at least. But what is the way? I mean, I know something comes later, which makes this very easy, but... Huh. Oh well. Well. It's over. Go home. Next video after this one, later this week, on one of the days where I've got privacy. Cut back on videos? That's okay. Goodbye!